In this video, we're going to take a look at multiplying a fraction by a whole number. You will notice this is different than some of your previous lessons where the whole number was the first factor. So let's take a look at how we would do a problem like this. Once again, I'm going to use pennies, just some objects I had here at home. You could use dried beans, marbles, any kind of pieces that you might have at home to help you with this. Okay, our whole number is 15, so I'm going to pull out my 15 pennies that I've chosen to use. Okay, and when I look at my denominator, it tells me that I'm going to take these 15 pennies and I need them broken into 3 equal groups. Because basically I want to know what is 1/3 times 15 or 1/3 of 15. A good way to think of this is, what if your mom or your parents had gone to the grocery store and they came back with 15 chocolate chip cookies, and your parents told you, when you finish all your work, you can have 1/3 of those cookies. You got to know how many you want to eat. So let's take a look at that. Let's take 15 and let's divide it into 3 equal parts. Well, I'm going to take what I know about my multiplication facts and my division facts, and I know that 15 divided into 3 equal parts is going to be 5. So I'm going to make groups of 5. Three groups of 5. And I know this because of my multiplication facts. Okay, so if I look at my examples, I have a group of 5 here, a group of 5 here, and a group of 5 here. The 15 is equally divided into 3 groups with 5 in each group. So there's 5 parts per group. The whole number was 15, and I divided it into 3 equal parts. Now, my numerator is going to tell me the part that I want to look at. I want to look at one of those 3 parts. Remember, my parents told me that I could have 1/3 or 1 out of those 3 parts. So if I look at one of those 3 parts, one group of those 3, I will get to eat 5 cookies. So I'm looking at one group out of the 3 groups of 15 total cookies. All right, let's change our problem, and let's look now at this problem. Let's now take, and we now have 16 cookies. I'm once again gonna get my pennies. You could think of cookies, you could think of Skittles, think of whatever you like to eat. Okay, whatever your favorite snack is. M&Ms. Okay. All right, once again, I divide my whole number, 16, into 8 equal parts. My denominator tells me how many total parts I need. So using what I know about my facts from multiplication and division, I know that 16 divided by 8 would give me 2. So there's going to be 2 in every group. So I'm going to start dividing them, putting 2 in every group. Might be kind of hard to see because there's a lot of them. I'll try to spread them out a little bit so you can see. And you can see that I have 2 in every group. Now, perhaps tell you can have 1/8 of 16. The numerator is going to tell me or to focus in on one of those groups, 1 out of 8 of those groups. So if I circle one group out of all 8 groups, I would get 2 Skittles or 2 cookies. Okay? Now let's change that for just a minute where we don't have a unit fraction. Let's keep our same 16 as the whole number. Once again, we're going to keep our 16 divided into 8 parts. But this time, instead of focusing in on just one, like we had in this problem, our 1 was in the numerator, we're going to focus in now. Our numerator is now 7. What is 7/8 times 16? Or if I can have 7/8 of the 16 Skittles, how many will I get to eat? Well, that means I get to eat 7 of these groups. So we've already circled one group. Let's circle the second group. I can eat that group. Group 4, group 5, group 6, and now group 7. So if I can have 7 out of the 8 groups of my 16 Skittles or M&Ms, I'll have, and you can count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I will get to have 14 Skittles or M&Ms to eat. All right, let's take a look at another example. And we'll change our whole number this time. And let's change it up. This time take a look at our whole number. Our whole number is 9. So I'm just going to try to move 9 pennies. Our whole number, 9, and we're going to divide it into equal parts. Using what I know from my multiplication and division facts, I know that 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So there should be 3 in each group. And this time, I'm going to focus in on my numerator. The numerator is going to tell me what my answer will be. I need 2 of those 3 groups. So here is group number 1. Here is group number 2. So if I take a look at my problem, if I have $9 and I owe my parents 2/3 of that money, then I'm going to give my parents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would owe them $6 if you were thinking of that as owing them money. I hope this helps you doing multiplying by a fraction by a whole number using manipulatives.